Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just
speaking into the void?
But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Año nuevo, los mismos Extra Value Meals en McDonald's. Ahora te puedes llevar 2 snack wraps y papitas y una bebida mediana por solo $8. Solo por tiempo limitado. Precios y participación pueden variar. Los precios pueden ser más altos en Hawaii, Alaska y California y con entrega.
We got breaking Eagles news. Breaking news we knew was going to happen eventually. But it's breaking news now. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on the Eagles Pinpoll Podcast Network. I'm Phil Stiefel. Guys, make sure you're following the Eagles Pinpoll Podcast Network. Make sure you're subscribing to the STT Sports Network. Whether you're watching this on video on YouTube or listen to the audio on Spotify or iTunes, make sure you're sharing it out and following all the great content creators at the Pinpoll and the STT Sports Network. I'd greatly appreciate it. I am less than 30 subscribers on this channel right here from 1,000, and I want to hit that sooner rather than later. So, guys, make sure you do all the buttons that you see on your screen wherever and whatever platform you're listening to this on. And please tune in to Training the AM live at 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning when we're going to break down live this breaking news and take your thoughts and opinions. Breaking news literally moments ago per the Eagles. They had, per Ian Garofalo or Mike Garofalo and Ian Rappaport, Kevin Patullo has been let go by the Philadelphia Eagles as their offensive coordinator, something we knew was going to happen, something we expected to happen, but we always had a little bit of doubt. Here's the quote from head coach Nick Sirianni. Quote, I have decided to make a change at offensive coordinator. I met with Kevin today to discuss the difficult decision, as he is a great coach who has my utmost respect. He has been integral to this team's success over the last 5 years, not only on the field product, but behind the scenes as a valued leader for our players and organization. I have no doubt he will continue to have a successful coaching career. Ultimately, we fall short of our goals. That responsibility lies on my shoulders. End quote. First and foremost, taking out of that, there were rumors that maybe they would just move him back to passing game coordinator or give him another job in the organization, Kevin Patullo. But that second to last sentence, I have no doubt he will continue to have a successful coaching career. To me, that reads he's not staying on in any capacity. That is good. The key here is that they got this done on Tuesday here, 2 days after the season ended. It's key because there's 9 head coaching openings in the NFL. Mike Tomlin was fired, but he resigned from the Steelers. 9 head coaching openings, plus other offensive coordinator position opens. You don't want to miss out on opportunities. Greg Roman was let go by the Chargers earlier in the day. And then the Eagles do this because Munkin, all these guys, Munkin, Stefanski, Cliff Kingsbury, Mike McDaniels, Brian Dable, Greg Roman, they're all getting interviews. And if you don't make a decision quickly, you're going to miss out. So who are the candidates, okay? Before you even think about the candidates or which ones you want, you got to think about who this team is, what their identity is, and what they need to be, right? They are a running team, a running back offensive line system, right? With a running quarterback, right? So you got to find someone that's got an idea. There are some great coordinator options out there, like a Matt Nagy or a Mike Kafka. And while there's arguments to be made for a lot of these coaches, you don't want a West Coast guy, right? You want a guy that has success. You probably want a guy that's going to be around for a little while. So these are the guys I'm looking at here. First, I'm looking at the two of the former Baltimore Ravens coordinators. Obviously, Todd Monken has been there the last couple of years with Jim Harbaugh. Obviously, they've had regular season success, not much playoff success there, but obviously working with Lamar Jackson and getting the most out of Lamar Jackson, eerily similar to what and Derrick Henry, eerily similar to what the Eagles like to do. Former Ravens offense coordinator Greg Roman, who the Chargers just let go. He was the offensive coordinator when Lamar Jackson won his MVP in 2019. I think he would be a great option. Now, Frank Reich would be my third option. One of those two Ravens former OCs, they're my top choices. Doug P is the safe option. Not Doug P, sorry, Frank Reich. He's the safe option, right? He's got the connection with Shane Steichen. He also might not be looking for a head coaching gig elsewhere, just like Vic Fangio would be here for a long time. Obviously, was a big part of this team in the past. Obviously, that's the third choice because that's the safe option. I actually am really on board with Brian Daboll. Obviously, he was with Jalen Hurts in 2017 at Alabama, the year he got benched in the championship game. But that's beside the point. He's got that connection there. I think Brian Daboll might need 2 or 3 years to rebuild his reputation. He would be number 4 on my list. And Mike Kafka would be number 5. Obviously, he's bounced around. He's worked under Andy Reid. He's worked under Daboll. He's worked with all different kinds of quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks, non-mobile. He's worked in West Coast. He's worked in spread. He's done a lot of different things. Has a connection to Philly. Obviously, was a third-string quarterback here many, many, many years ago. So they're my top 5 guys. I don't think McDaniels, Kingsbury, or Stefanski, I don't think there's any chance of those guys coming here. They are going to be head coaches in the NFL next year if they want to be. So I mean, obviously I'd put Kingsbury or Stefanski on this list in the top 5 maybe even. Not McDaniels, that weasel. Don't want anything to do with him. But I don't think they're even realistic options. Other names, Thomas Brown, he's the passing game coordinator for the New England Patriots. Maybe he's a guy, he was the OC under Frank Reich. So there, that 6 degrees of separation. He was the OC in 23 with the Panthers. David Shaw, Lions pass game coordinator, heavy run offense, has good wide receivers, might be a name. Matt Nagy's name's been bouncing around, the OC of the Kansas City Chiefs. He might just want something different, but he might be too much into that West Coast style under Andy Reid for such a long period of time. But anyway, we get to move on. We get to see what's next. This is huge news right here. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the Eagles do with offensive coordinator here going forward. Again, breaking news also, Mike Tomlin was let go or resigned after 19 years. Who would have thought the AFC North, Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, and Kevin Stefanski all let go at the same time, the same year, same offseason. Only Zach Taylor hung around. We're up to 9 head coaching openings right now. It's crazy. It is literally crazy where it's at. Look, best wishes to Kevin Patullo. Best wishes in his future endeavors. It never was going to work out. We said it when it was hired on the STT Sports Network channel, and we'll say it now. It was never meant to work. Now they can move forward. Now they can rebuild. Now they can take that next step forward, and I'm excited for it, guys. So go Birds. Kevin Patullo's out. We got some options. Bubbles up.
Support for Fans First Sports Network comes from Big Fork Brands, bringing bold bacon sausage, paleo pork jerky, and Chicago-style sauces to your table. Enjoy rich, smoky flavors made with sustainable ingredients and chef-crafted care. Big Fork uses 100% heritage hogs raised outdoors without antibiotics and has been featured by Food and Wine, the Chicago Tribune, and QVC for their bold flavors. Listeners visit bigforkbrands.com and receive 20% off at checkout using promo code FFSN. Bigforkbrands.com, promo code FFSN. Thank you for your support of this show.